Coach, how well do you know Bobby Johnson, and what's your impression of him?
I think Bobby's done an excellent job there. I know him a little bit. I don't know him as well as maybe Eric Hyman. He's a South Carolina native from Columbia here, and they've been very competitive at Vandy. It's a difficult job, as we all know. And their schedule is just as tough as ours, usually every year. We all talk about our tough schedule. They're right there in the Eastern Division with us. And they played Georgia Tech out of conference. We played NC State. So I think Georgia Tech has proven to be better than NC State now. So they got a tough schedule. And they've lost some close games, but his players play hard and they play smart. And that's a reflection. The coach is doing a pretty good job.
After 7 games, what's your impression of receiver production so far after losing Kenny and Jared? It seems like it's been a different guy every week for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got guys who have never played much before. So we're learning as we go. And certainly Alshon has come on to be a starter at one of our wide-out positions. He and Jason Barnes will start this week. And either D.L. Moore or Torrey will be the third guy in the 3 wide receiver formation. But we got a new team this year, so they're doing okay. We got to get the ball to them a little bit better. Our quarterback has had some good plays here and there, and some that we wish were a little better. So we're working on it. We're not a finished product by any means. We don't look like Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints back there. Let's put it that way. I love watching those guys play. There's no hesitation. Yeah, he's really good, and they got a good offense, so they know what they're doing. It's fun watching those guys when they get a chance.
Coach, you're deep into your 5th season now. How is your patience in relation to the progress of this team?
What was that question again?
You're deep into your 5th year now. How's your patience in relation to the progress that you expect from this team?
My patience is pretty good, I think. I didn't get mad at all last week after a few errant plays. I got mad at the Kentucky game, and I was reminded. Ron Morris reminded me I did throw my headset and visor off one time at a play, and I tried not to do that. I don't like to act upset on the sideline, so I tried to remain calm the last game. And the way some of our players play, it's going to happen. And we just, we live with it and try to bounce back and go from there. So I think my patience has been okay. And you always keep an eye on the future when you're in college. Every team you add on to your team each year. So we're pumped up about some guys that are going to be here in the future. But again, this is the year right now, and we're trying to get our players to play at a higher level.
Coach, you mentioned that Vanderbilt is second in the league in pass defense. What have they been able to do so successfully back there, considering they lost DJ Moore to the NFL after last season?
How are they doing?
No, what are they doing but so successful?
Well, I think they got 3 starters back, the guys who played a lot. He's the only one that I think was a senior last year. They play the same schemes. They play them over and over again and play them well. And they have enough, man-to-man, pure zone with their zone blitzes, and disguise them well and so forth. So I think in their defensive line's good. I asked Coach Wolford, I said, why are those guys so good in defensive line? And he said, they're strong guys. He said, they look like they all probably bench press 400 pounds or more, and they play with excellent leverage, play low and all that kind of stuff, well coached. So I think that's one big reason Vandy has played so well on defense the last several years. They got some strong guys in there.
Steve, were you aware at all, I think Eric had addressed this also, but with Alabama pumping in some artificial noise before 3rd downs, which I think technically is against SEC policy. Mm-hmm. You all had to cut out the Rooster Crow a few years ago. Were you aware of it? And, was it much of it.
I wasn't aware of it. I had the headset on, so the crowd noise doesn't really hit me. The only thing I saw him do that I've never seen before is their holder on extra point field goals. He had a little piece of white tape. I didn't know it till I was watching the video the other day, and he put it down, and that was their spot. And you know, the guy'd kick it, and then he'd grab it, and occasionally he'd go way over there and he'd grab it. I'd never seen that before, so I think we got to call the head officials and see if that's legal. I didn't know you could put a little piece of white tape down for where your spot is on the extra point field goals. Maybe it's legal. I don't know. That's the first time I'd ever seen that. But no, I didn't know about the crowd noise. Who knows the rules around here? Is that permissible? Tommy Suggs, you're an expert, aren't you? Huh? You're not an expert on the extra point field?
I don't think it's legal.
I don't either. I thought you had to just put it on the ground, but they didn't. They had a little piece of white tape or something. I looked at it on tape. I said, "Look at that little piece of white there." And then after the guy kicked it, he grabbed it and put it back in his pocket to hold it in.
That shows you it's not legal.
It's not like, I don't. I've never seen that before. But anyway, I'm sure they've probably been doing it all year. Maybe it is legal. I didn't know that.
Coach, the offense has been fairly productive in the third quarter this year. I think you've got over 60
Yep.
points. Yet, I think you have the fewest points in the fourth quarter in the SEC. Why the difference between
I don't know.
from the third quarter
I
to
don't
fourth
know.
quarter?
I don't know. You figured it out. I don't know. I know we did have about 50 plays in the second half against Alabama. I know we made 9 third downs, which is the most we've made all year. Of course, we had 19 of them. That means first and second down, we didn't go far at all. And our red zone was obviously not very good. You know, we were down there actually 4 times. We got the one holding penalty after we hit Wesley down to about the 22 in the third quarter there. So, yeah, we didn't play very well. And with all the penalties Alabama had and a few turnovers here and there, yeah, if we really played well offensively, maybe we would have had a shot there. But it's history, and we're just trying to learn from our mistakes of that game, the Kentucky game, and all of our games. We're trying to learn from them. Some of our guys don't learn real quickly, but we got to keep pushing to see if we can put them in position to make plays.
Anything else, Coach?
Yeah. All right. See you guys Saturday night. Okay.
You good?